Welcome. We all know that knowing and activating your true history is a survival mode. Above all else, how do we instill such knowledge and power in our Bantu kids? Our title today is by teaching our African kids about their real heroes. Bantus, melanin dominant people, have produced some of the greatest politicians as well as military strategists well before Europeans and Asians ever appeared on the earth. It is important for us that our kids read and know the biographies of all such heroes. What are the benefits? Self-worthy is one of the benefits. As Bob Marley said, if you know your history, then you would know where you are coming from. Then you wouldn't have to ask me, who the heck do I think I am? We know that we are coming from greatness. That is why others who are not of African ancestry always claim our heroes. One of our Bantu heroes that the kids must learn and know and appreciate is Marcus Garvey. He was one of those who achieved a lot despite many obstacles. Did you know that Marcus Garvey united 6 million black people between 1916 and 1926, only in 10 years? And he was facing a lot of challenges. He built huge black businesses. He had a fleet of ships in 1920. He employed over 1,000 black people in New York City alone. He created the red, black, and green flag we use today. He achieved a lot more. You can visit this website to see what he did. Marcus Garvey did all these achievements without any help from white people, white banks, or monopoly capitalists, or the government. And he did it with a grade 8 education. He did this during a time when there was no internet, no computers, no television, no mode of communication that is there today. And the television was invented in 1927. But he was able to say, I have come across so many weaklings who profess to be leaders, and in the test I have found them but the slaves of a noble class. They performed the will of their masters without question. And there were secret societies, and there were many other organizations that worked against the efforts of the Honorable Marcus Garvey. Our kids must know Marcus Garvey, who he was, what he achieved, and also the mistakes that he might have made. Here is what Garvey did, and he returned to Jamaica in 1912 and founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA, which was later known as Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League. He established a newspaper known as the Negro World that educated the African people about self-determination and racial uplift. His controversial goal was to create an independent nation for the black race. This made him one of the most influential people at the time and also the most hated by white supremacists. Marcus Garvey faced stiff opposition, also from melanin-dominant humans, like Webb Du Bois, Randolph. Rob Du Bois found a chapter of the Bole. The Bole was created to keep the black professional away from Marcus Garvey. That's what he said. He fought against Garvey, his own brother. Marcus Garvey was one of the greatest black leaders we ever had. He organized more black people than any other black leader in the world. Marcus Garvey said that black people will never become successful depending on whites or other races of other people. He said that as black people, we must come together and do it for self. At the end, he also made some corporate errors because the system was not fair to him. But we know that our kids must listen to his speeches and cherish his efforts. Here's some of the things that he said. Black folks, teach your children that they are direct descendants of the greatest and proudest race who ever walked earth, and it is because of the fear of our return to power in a civilization of our own that may outshine others why we are hated and kept down by a jealous and prejudiced contemporary world. Think about what he said. Think about what he said. Nothing has changed. We now look at our great queens. We show 7 countries that had great women warriors. Dahomey, they had Dahomey warriors, an all-female military regiment of the Kingdom of Dahomey in what is present-day Republic of Benin. Almoravid dynasty. The Mo Nugiamath Tukia was a master with the bow. She led 300 Moorish black women archers at the siege of Grenada. Angola, we had Queen Zinga, who began as a warrior princess, winning battles against the Portuguese and became queen after her brother passed on. The Ashanti, Ya Asantewa, queen mother of the Edweso Ashanti tribe, led an army of thousands against the British colonial forces. In Nigeria, Amina was a great Hausa warrior who later became the queen of Zaria, Nigeria. She expanded the Hausa borders wider than they had ever been. In Kush, when Rome attacked and occupied Hamid, the Kushite queen Amenremas didn't wait for Rome to attack Kush, but went into Egypt with 30,000 soldiers and destroyed the Roman army. In southern Ethiopia, Queen Gudida was a feared warrior, queen of her time, and rightfully so because she was credited with destroying the mighty kingdom of Aksum. So these are some of the heroes that our kids should be taught, and they should know, and they should appreciate. Persia, Greece, Rome, and white Arabs failed to conquer the whole of Africa because of the leadership of these Kandake queens, as well as the 7 tribes that are found along the equator in the middle of Africa. These women fought off these invaders, and because of their fierce fighting, they were feared, and Alexander the Greek could not muster the courage to be defeated by a woman. Up to today, this record stands. These are some of their bracelets and achievements. She cut off Queen Shaketo cut off Romans' ambitions by defeating them. She also built her own pyramids, and also her burial is in one of these graves found some time ago by European archaeologists who are digging up our ancestors. Then we look at one of the greatest leaders who must be known by us all, including our kids. He is famous for his exploits during the Battle of Kadesh and defending the Red Line with his life. If it was not for Amen, he would have perished in that battle. He was full of power and drove Europeans and Asians out of Africa many, many times. He redeveloped Africa and started building numerous monuments, including Abu Simbel, and making Africa prosperous and powerful during his time of rulership. You must know more about this great ancient African king, Ramasase Wepiri. He defeated Sheridan and Sea pirates. This includes the Europeans. He defeated Mutawali's 2 successors and Hattusili 3 of the Hittite. These are the Asians. He moved the capital city to Pai Ramesses. He was one of the longest reigning pharaohs. He built great monuments during his reign, such as the Ramesseum in Karnak temple. He was the son of Sutu I and Queen Tuya. So he was a proper Muntu. There he is in battle against the Hittites. But we know that Europeans have tried very much to steal him, because he is the greatest military strategist. I think Tatmos is also there. This is the fact they have made, and is found in Turin, in Italy is fake. And he is the right image. You can see that he looks more of a Tutsi straight. There are no questions about it. But his statues are so many. There it is. This is a Eurofake, Hollywood popular media, school kids and even university, even archaeologists think that he looked like that. What a fake image. What a lie. Because we know he looked like this. He left a lot of statues. He looked exactly as a Muntu, as a member of the Bantu race. There he is. You can see that he looks more of an African than anything. He's an African. No two ways about it. If you compare him with that, they are two different things. They couldn't do that. You always hear about Ramesses. This is what the first pharaoh who called himself Ramses looked like. Mainstream media never shows his face. This was from Imhotep. There. Exactly. Same as that they fear and they disrespect us. That's why Champollion can do this, put his leg over our king's head. This is proof that they never were Euro-Gentile pharaohs before the Greek invasion of 333 BCE. Let our kids know this and let our kids see these images so that they can know our real enemies. Would you do this to your own ancestors? Never. Not in a million years. Unless if your brain has stopped working. By reclaiming and teaching our kids about the biographies and achievements, as well as failures and other lessons from the lives of many Bantu or melanin-dominant humans, or so-called African heroes, our real history cuts off our prejudices, fears, and low self-esteem. This must be seen as an integral part of our liberation movement. It will inspire and direct us. This is what Maarifado-Khem is doing. We must continue to dig up our heroes in many fields and share with all that are awake. This picture by RM Dumizulu saying subscribe to our channel, Community Buru Ethics, and also send us an email if you are interested in working with us. Send an email to join@maarifado.com. Till we meet again, Edupe Siabonga Tatenda Henkos.